Check, 1, 2, test. Check, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2, 3. Testing, John, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2. 1, 2, check, check, check. One, two, check, 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 check. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Run it again. Check, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Run it again. My box is 1, 2. Check, check. Test.
Check, check, check. 1, 2. Check, check. Mike.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two.
John on yet?
Yeah. One, two. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
105.5 FM KACH.
Hi, we're Braden and Brittany Smith with Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency.
We're Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jan Stone with Northern Title of Preston, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Bill Chambers from North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Larson. I'm with HK Auto, and we are Dayton Proud and Idaho Strong.
We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston. This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. as we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pregame show in 5 seconds from Mark. The following is a wholly owned production of Cook Brothers Broadcasting. It's time for Preston Indian Sports. This game is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com. This is the Preston Indian Crumble Cookie pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach, look at the pregame stats, all leading up to tonight's action. The pregame show is sponsored by Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on FM 105.5, AM 1340, and on mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, from the pit here at Pocatello High School, as tonight the Preston Indians will take on the Pocatello Thunder. Hi, everybody. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter here in Pocatello. John Beverly back in the studio in Preston. Glad to have you with us as the Preston Indians start district play tonight as they'll take on the Pocatello Thunder. Indians coming off a loss their last time out against Blackfoot. You saw their record slip to 11-3 overall on the year. Pocatello's yet to lose yet this year. They are 12-0. As the last time out, they beat Shelley 64-48. They are also 1-0 in conference play so far, as they beat Century about 10 days ago by the score of 73-53. So it's a big night for the Indians, not only against their rivals, the Thunder, but also in their first game of district play. Can't afford to fall a full game behind as they would if they lose this evening. And on the road, it makes it even a bigger game for the Indians here tonight. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. John Slaughter will join me for a moment as we'll have the the Crumble Cookie pregame show continues. We'll have the North Stars Ultimate Outdoor Scene Set. We'll get to all that as we continue on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
105.5 FM KACH.
Hi, we're Braden and Brittany Smith with Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency.
We're Preston proud and Idaho strong.
Hi, I'm Jan Stone with Northern Title of Preston, and we are Preston proud, Idaho strong.
Hi, I'm Bill Chambers from North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, and we are Preston proud and Idaho strong.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Larson. I'm with HK Auto, and we are Dayton proud and Idaho strong.
We're Preston proud, Idaho strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Since 2005, North Stars Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston. And welcome back here to the Crumble Cookie pregame show as the Preston Indians get ready to take on the Pocatello Thunder here tonight. Here live from the pit in Pocatello's, it's time for the North Stars Ultimate Outdoor Scene Set. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors on State Street at the north end of the city of Preston. As John Slaughter joins me on the broadcast here this evening. John, you know, it's rivalries are one thing, but when they come with the price that this one does, as you know, with only 4 games in your district season, the way that works out for the Indians and the Thunder, they become all that more important.
Yeah, each game is important, especially during conference play. But then again, it's just a warm up because there is a district tournament after, and that can change the tables also. But depending on how these two teams fare and match up together, tonight's a good indication of what could happen even down the road to district play. So we'll wish the Indians good luck tonight. It's going to be a fun one, we hope. At least close, if we hope, but I hope we come out victorious.
It's just 16 seconds left in the JV game. Pocatello leading by 15, 70-55 over the Indian JVs as they roll through the end of this game. Well, let's talk about this Indian team, John, trying to bounce back off a disappointing loss to Blackfoot last Saturday night at Preston Gym.
Yeah, that was a tough one to take. That's a team I think we could beat. We matched up well with them. It's just that we got down to the fourth quarter. We didn't rebound as well as we could have, and our shots weren't falling as well as we know they can. So I still think it's a team that we can match up again with them, and we'll see what happens coming down the road.
You know, you just talked about we got out rebounded. We got out rebounded handily by Blackfoot rather, as they were able to go on to the win the other night by the final score of 66-56.
Right, and you know, 10 points is a lot in these games here. You know, with these teams that match up well to one another, but that just goes to show one of 3 things happen. You know, either the defense slacks off, the offense has lost its shot, or they might have gotten help from the other 2 players in stripes. So,
well, you were at the game as good as I was. I wasn't going to want to say anything about the officials because you have an officiating background. But when there's 39 personal fouls called in the game,
exactly,
that's going to affect the flow of the game somehow.
Exactly, and it doesn't. And I'm not saying that they were one-sided or the other, but you know, sometimes that just happens. And I always, when officiating, I've always said, look, you want me to quit calling a foul on the team, tell them to quit fouling.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the way it is. But the thing of it is, some of it might have been necessary fouls. We got down to the end, there was a lot of fouls, But no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that sometimes the stripes call too many or not enough, you know, and that can happen in any game that's played.
So Pocatello comes into the game. They are a perfect 12-0. They're 1-0 in district play so far. And you look at the teams that they've beaten. They've beaten Burley, Valley View, Bishop Kelly, Blackfoot, Highland, Idaho Falls twice, Minico, Century, and Shelley their last time out by 20. They're not playing pushover teams.
No. Pocatello definitely has earned the right to be where they're at and be looked at the way they are looked at. I'm not, you know, and the Indians, we might be missing just one link to the chain, you know, and it could be any one link during the game that night, whether offense, defense, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, we're there. We're not afraid of them. We can play with them. I think if we have our game done, Coach Tyler Jones knows how to switch the game plan if he has to. He does a great job. But they are a very good team.
Last thing I want to mention to you, no matter what you do on defense, you have to account for Julian Bowie.
Oh, yeah. He's going to get his points no matter what, how we play him, whether we box and one, whether we go man-to-man, you know, whether we're on defense, try to keep him out of the center. You know, we're going to do that. They've got great shooters, so we cannot concentrate on one person the entire time. If we see someone that's got the hot hand, we've got to stand up and we've got to come up against them. We can't let them have the open shots that they sometimes get.
Yep. Coming up, we'll speak with Coach Tyler Jones as we'll move into the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Evergreen Financial. When you're planning your financial future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial. Set your appointment with them online at evergreenfinancialpartners.com. We'll talk to the coach when we come back. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
Are you looking to buy?
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Welcome back here to the Crumble Cookie pregame show as we step into the Coach's Corner and visit with Tyler Jones here for a couple of minutes before we tip this game off here in Pocatello this evening. Well, it's finally here. Conference season has arrived.
Yeah, ready or not, here we come. Our first game right out of the gate at Pokey in the pit, against the, defending champion from our conference. And definitely they're undefeated this season and a very talented team, and we're going to have our hands full tonight.
Yes, nothing like getting thrown right into the breach here, right up from jump.
Yeah, no, but it's good, they're undefeated, playing really well, have a lot of their guys back from last year, some new guys, and they're at home tonight. They beat Century last week to start off the conference play, but I'm excited. I like our team, and we're going to learn about ourselves tonight. No matter what happens tonight, whoever wins, whoever loses, it doesn't punch your ticket to state. It just kind of shows you where you're at, and obviously you want to win so you get a chance to host at district.
No matter who you're playing, you find yourself in a tough bounce-back situation after that tough loss against Blackfoot the other night.
Yeah, they came out, and give Blackfoot credit. I really thought they came in focused with the chip on their shoulder, and they came to play. And they're a talented team. Last year, they only lost one starter from last year's team, and last year they were talented, and they came ready to play, and they just physically, kind of took it to us and dominated the glass. We got out rebounded 43-25, And I just told the kids after, we're not going to beat anybody. We hang our hat on defense and rebounding, and if we, give up layup after layup after, putbacks, we're going to struggle, and we've got to be tougher tonight.
How hard is it to keep a rhythm when the game flow went the way that it went with 39 fouls called by the officials?
No, it's definitely difficult, and right from the tip, there was a foul, and they got a lot of free throws, and we got behind early. But no matter what, you got to play through it. And one thing, I didn't think we kept our composure very well either. We kind of got wound up, and we got to be better at that, especially when you're on the road in a tough environment tonight.
So let's change our concentration to tonight and talk about this Pocatello club. It starts and ends with one guy, Julian Bowie.
Yeah, and that they're really good anyways. But then you throw in, one of the best players in the state of Idaho, going to Boise State, and he can just do so much. He can score it at all levels and can get to the rim. He can hit the mid-range. He can shoot from 25 feet. So he's really good, and what's made him tough is he's involving others as well. It's not just a one-man show. They got the move in from Burley, the 6'10 kid who gives them some length. The Vaughn kid played a lot last year, Hells. So they got some of their main guys back, plus some really good newcomers.
Yeah, like we were talking about before I started the interview, I was doing my game prep earlier today, and new name after new name after new name popping up on the roster. I thought, well, where the heck are all these kids coming from?
Yeah, and their JV, I think last year only lost 1 or 2 games, so they have some really talented groups coming through right now, and no, it's going to be fun though on the road. This is what you do it for, right? This is what the kids work for all year to get to conference play, come into a tough environment, and we can make the statement tonight. We can let them know that we're here to play too, and it's going to be a dogfight all the rest of the way, or we're going to learn a lot about our team tonight.
I don't know about you, but this is one of my favorite places to come on the road.
Yeah, it's old school, the pit, great fans right on the floor, and we've had some great battles over the last few years with them, and 2 really good programs.
Best of luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
That's Tyler Jones with us here on the pregame show. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back right after this.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. And welcome back to the Preston Indian Crumble Cookie pregame show. Crumble Cookies bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Let's take a look at some of the other games going on around the eastern part of the state of Idaho tonight. As Thunder Ridge goes on the road, they'll be over at the Snake Pit right across town here in Pocatello as they'll take on the Century Diamondbacks tonight. Other games include Shelley on the road at Idaho Falls. Minico goes to Jerome. Hillcrest takes on Rigby tonight. It'll be Bonneville at Skyline. Mountain Home will take on Burley. Bear Lake will be at Sugar Salem, and Canyon Ridge will go up the hill to take on Wood River this evening as well. Coming up in just a few minutes here at the Pit in Pocatello, it'll be the third-ranked Preston Indians taking on the second-ranked Pocatello Thunder in the opening game of conference play for the Indians coming up here this year. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll have more here on the Crumble Cookie pregame show. You're listening to a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for Preston Indian Sports. Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. By Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. By West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. By Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. By Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. By Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. By Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. By Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. For tires, brakes, shocks, or alignment, there's only one stop. It's Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. By North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. By Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. By Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. By Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. By Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily at Northern Title. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and Preston High School Athletics, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without the express written consent of Preston Broadcasting, LLC is strictly prohibited. Well, we welcome you back here to the pit at Pocatello High School as it's almost game time here as teams have left the floor and just about time for the national anthem. But before we get there, John, we have just a moment to talk about your keys to the game brought to you by Naylor Insurance.
Okay, one is these guys they've played together for years. This team has been together and they know each other. They need to have the confidence that they know that they have that they can do. Then keep cool. Don't let the environment take them out of their game. You know, that's going to be loud in here. There's going to be a lot of opposition, a lot of trying to get the best out, get them in their head. Stay cool, play calm. And the other thing is, what we lacked in the fourth quarter last time is rebound. Stay close to the basket, get the rebounds, and then fast break it down the court.
Keys to the game brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by to find out how much money you can save at 223 North State Street here in Preston. We'll take a timeout. Starting lineups in the national anthem coming up next from here at the pit in Pocatello. This is a Brady Breckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
It's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for the Preston Indians. The starting lineup is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Cam Hobbs, Senior, Franklin, Idaho.
Cade Lords, Senior, Preston, Idaho.
Will Hamblin, Senior, Riverdale, Idaho.
Drew Jones, Junior, Preston, Idaho.
Tate Hess, Senior, Preston, Idaho.
To find out how Webb Funeral Home can be of service to you in your time of need, call 208-852-0533 or check out their website at webbmortuary.com. Welcome back here to the pit in Pocatello as they are going through the starting lineups here. Usual 5 for the Indians as they have come out on the floor. As, of course, it is Hobbs, Jones, Hamlin, Lords, and Hess who will start tonight for the Indians as they have the same starting lineup now for the 15th consecutive game on the year. Now time to introduce the starting lineup here for the Pocatello Thunder, John, as this place is full here at the pit tonight. The side that we're on the bench side and scorers table side, I don't think you can get another person in here. And over on the other side where the student section is, I'd say it's about 2/3 of the way full.
Yeah, and they probably will have more students coming on, but yeah, that's a loud side over there.
Starting lineup for the Thunder. Of course, the junior 6'3" Julian Bowie, who's committed to go play at Boise State. Usually played football, but did not play football this year because of a back problem. Crew Hales, a 6'2" senior, will start tonight for them as well. As will Kessler Vaughn, a good outside shooter. He is a 6-foot junior. And also starting is Parker Smith. He's a 6'4" junior. And the kid who's the transfer from Burley, 6'10" junior, Gage Ontiveros, will start tonight as well. So there's your starters for tonight's team, and not tonight's game, I should say. As we talked about in the pregame show a lot, you have to account for Julian Bowie no matter where you're at on the floor.
Right, he's going to be all over the place. He knows how to get into position. He boxes out really well on rebound. But it'll be interesting to see how Gage over on Ontiveros, I don't know how to say his last name. Ontiveros, how he plays today. So we could see how this goes. I know that Kessler Vaughn is very quick and shoots really well.
As they throw the ball up, and Ontiveros controls the tap into the backcourt as it comes to Bowie. Bowie will give it off to Vaughn, who'll bring it back up into the front court. Back to Bowie, looks down the right side. They snap it back to the top of the key again. Smith tries to throw the pass down to Bowie as Hamlin got a hand on it and tapped it out of bounds. First quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily. Call 208-852-5700. Into Ontiveros, bumps it into Hess a couple of times, and then banks it home. Little hook shot in the lane, and the Thunder draw first blood here tonight. Preston has the ball for the first time as Lords has it on the free throw line, extended right. Will give it off to Hobbs, who cuts it back across the top of the key and now pulls it back up to set up the offense. As comes around Ontiveros, whip it back outside. Hamlin looks for a three immediately. That's no good. Vaughn has the rebound there for the white-clad Thunder. They'll push up into the front court as it comes to Bowie. He'll pull up for three. No good. Inside, good rebound there by Hales. Has the shot blocked and taken away by Hess, and then Hess double dribbled.
Yeah, they're a little sloppy here. Both teams actually starting out a little sloppy.
Hess got the rebound, stumbled a little bit, and in the process, double dribbled, trying to regain his balance. So it comes back into the Thunder, back to Bowie. Wants to drive, right side, off the glass and in.
Nice shot. Went up, protected his arm.
4-0 Pocatello on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Jones bounces it into Hess at the right block. Backs it on Ontiveros. Bumps him once, and Ontiveros gets a piece of the shot and blocks it. Grabs the rebound. Pulls it out of midair. Ahead it comes to Vaughn up into the front court. Vaughn tries to split the defense and travels in the process.
Yeah, he tried to split the defense between Tate, Hess, and Lords. So, he traveled all the way through him.
So here comes Hobbs back up into the front court here for the Indians. Hobbs gives it off to Jones. Jones on the angle left, dribbles between his feet a couple of times, works on Hales, pulls up in the lane, ball's knocked loose, however picked up again by the Indians, comes to Hobbs, who keeps it in the front court. Hobbs drives, his pass is intercepted. Quickly it comes to Vaughn, head of the pack, one-on-one against Hobbs, put it up and in. 6-0 Pocatello, 2 minutes into the game. As Hobbs runs by Jones, yelling out instructions as he goes by. As Cam gets it up into the front court here for Preston. Looks down the right side. Doesn't bounce it inside. Instead, he'll bring it back out top to Jones. Drew has it there as Vaughn follows him out near the timeline. Hess comes out to set the screen. Ontiveros will come out and try to pick up the ball. And instead, it's Vaughn who stays on Jones. Jones gives it back to Hamlin. Another three. Good. Preston's on the board as Hamlin drills a three. He's a 34%er from behind the arc and hits 1 out of 2 tonight. Smith up into the front court. Vaughn going to answer with a 3 of his own. No good. Rebound is off as Hamlin gets the long rebound. Push it up into the front court. Comes back to Jones on the angle left. Drew down the middle. Pulls up. Slides a little bit. And then Ontiveros gets a piece of it and knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough shot for Drew. And if he drives in the middle, he tries to go up under. Gage Ontiveros has a very long stretch, wingspan. So those easy to block shot blocker.
Hobbs brings it in from underneath their own basket in the front court for the Indians. Get it back into Hess. Hess in the paint. Goes around Ontiveros. Blocked again by Ontiveros. That's 3 in the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, his wingspan doesn't have to jump much. Like I say, he's going to be a good shot blocker for him.
Bowie, top of the key. Gives it off. Hales doesn't take the 3. Back down low to Bowie again on the right block. Put it up and in. Bowie's got 4, and it's 8-3 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. As Hobbs brings it back up into the front court here for Preston. Looks down the right side, working against Hales. Wants to back in on him, can't. Give it back to Hamlin again. His three-pointer is no good. Long rebound again comes off to Vaughn. Here comes the Thunder once again as Vaughn will pull it back out. Looking to give it to somebody. Finally, it's Hales who goes into the left corner to set the pass. Back to Vaughn at the top of the key. Back outside to Smith. Smith's 3 is good. And Preston needs a timeout. Not quite halfway through quarter number 1, and it's 11-3. This timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in for your new look today at 27 South State Street in Preston. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Preston has the ball out of the timeout as Hobbs brings it back into the front court. Welcome back to the pit here in Pocatello. Cade Lords gets his first touch on the ball as it comes to Hobbs, fumbled it underneath, and Ontiveros comes over and got another block as inside Hess with the rebound, put it back up and in, count the basket.
That was a great rebound by Hess, even behind Ontiveros.
Foul, I believe they're going to call on Parker Smith. That'll be the first foul of the game, and it is against Smith. That'll be his first team foul against Pocatello, and Tate Hess will go to the free throw line. Hess, a 58% free throw shooter, just about what the Indians shoot as a team, and the first one's no good. Preston only shooting 59% this season as a team. So Bowie back up into the front court. Gives it off as it comes back to Smith, top of the key. Bounce it into Bowie, back to the basket on the left side of the key. Spin move inside, turnaround jumper, gets the soft shooter's roll and it goes in.
Yeah, there you go. See, it's tough to beat Bowie inside. He's a great leaper, great shooter.
13-5, Preston trailing on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. And hold on, officials call a timeout. I think we had a problem with the shot clock as I looked up. And it was down to 8 already, and Preston just barely got the ball up into the front court.
Yeah, it didn't reset on that rebound. It didn't come back and reset.
So they're going to play pick a number to put on the shot clock. Tonight's game brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Call 435-232-1837 for more information. So they put the shot clock at 20. And go over to say something to Jones. Now they come back over and say something to Joe Green as well. Is trying to decide on a number. As Green and Jones both look at each other and shake their heads in the affirmative, and we're ready to go back to work. Ball belonged to the Indians. Baseline front court, and Hobbs will bring it in from there with 3:17 to play here in quarter number 1 as he gets it into Lords. Wants to drive down the middle. Stops. Give it back outside to Hobbs again. He'll pull up for a three. It's short. Air ball underneath as Parker grabs the rebound. Gives it to Bowie. Runs it back up into the front court. All the way. Right-hand layup. Missed it as Hess with good position in front of Ontiveros grabs the rebound. Hamlin again, a three from the corner. Good again.
Yeah, Hamlin's got to keep shooting. He's doing good tonight, so we got to keep him hot.
13-8 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Preston trails. That's a backcourt violation as Bowie hadn't established himself in the front court yet.
Right, exactly. He went up for the ball. He was in the air when he caught it, but he hadn't established, like you said, a possession in that front court.
So Preston gets the ball back. 2:46 to play here in the first. They trail by 5, 13-8. So Jones gets the inbound pass, gets it up into the front court, comes back to Hamlin again on the angle left. Cruz Harris into the game for the first time for the Indians, goes back to Jones, and Jones hits his first three of the night. Outside shooting, waking up for the Indians. They get back to within a deuce. It's 13-11. There's Swigert into the game for the first time here for Pocatello. He has it in the left corner, dump it inside to Ontiveros. Turns inside, now goes back outside, shot no good. Harris has the rebound and a reach-in foul on the rebound.
Yeah, that's going to go on number 1. That is Cale Hales. Crew Hales.
So Crew Hales draws the foul. That's 2 fouls here in the first quarter against the Thunder with 2:13 left. They have yet to blow a whistle against the Indians yet tonight.
That's unusual, 4 minutes to go with just 2 minutes to go.
Exactly. Comes to Harris, top of the key. Swing it back over on the left side to Hobbs. Hobbs tries to drive. He's cut off by Swigert. Comes back to Hess, top of the key. He wants to drive. Instead, to give it to Jones. Another three. That's off. Harris with the rebound. Tries to dump off the pass to Hess as Hess lost it momentarily and then lost it out of bounds.
I thought that came off of Bowie, but they said Hess.
Cruz decided that 3 block shots or 4 block shots in the first quarter for Ontiveros was enough and tried to give it off to Hess instead of going back up strong. Here comes Bowie. Lay it off to Ontiveros. Lay it up and in. Ontiveros has 4 and the lead back to 4 at 15-11 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Jones has it in the front court. Stops at the baseline right. Get it back outside as it comes to Harris. Harris wants to drive, gets cut off, spins again inside, gets inside of Swigert, gets bumped by Swigert, has no shot. The ball will be out of bounds for the Indians, and that's the 3rd team foul against the home-standing Thunder. As Swigert be called for the foul, that's his first. Parker Smith comes back in as Gage Ontiveros goes to the bench with his 4 points here early on tonight. As the bounce inside to Hess, and immediately they take advantage of Ontiveros not being in the game, and Hess gets the layup to get back to within 2. 15-13 with 1:10 to play here in the first. Bowie driving, goes behind his back, gets around Hess, and a blocking foul on Cam.
And that'll be down. It was not. He went to the basket, made it, but it will not count.
No. That's on the floor, so ball out of bounds in the front court for the Thunder with 1:07 to play. 15-13 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. They force it inside to Bowie. Turnaround 10-foot jumper, good. Bowie got it on the right side, the left side of the key rather, and they were able to just hit a little turnaround J. So here's Hobbs back up into the front court for the Indians. 50 seconds to play in the quarter. As they throw it back over onto the left side as it comes to Harris. Tries to force the pass inside. Harris tries to get it back. Instead, Jones able to go and get it as it comes to Hobbs in the left corner. Back outside to Harris. Cole driving, gets around his man, lay it up and in.
Nice job by Cruz right there.
Cruz, who had a new season high the other night against Blackfoot, 18, has his first 2 points tonight. And once again, it's a 2-point game. It's 17-15. Shot clock is off, 20 seconds to play in the quarter. Bowie has it outside, holding it way out near the timeline. Gives it up to Contreras into the game for the first time. That's Drayson Contreras as he gives it back to Bowie. Out near the timeline with 6, with 5. Pulls up, top of the key. His shot's going to be short. Comes back to Hobbs. He lets it go. And long shot at the buzzer, no good. As Preston fell behind early but they end the first quarter only down by 2. It's 17-15 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. We'll go to the second on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball. We'll be right back. Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com. There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Find out what's playing, and for tickets for the Worm Creek Opera House, check out their website. It's wormcreek.org. 17-15, Preston trails by 2, but they have the ball to start the second quarter. For here at the pit in Pocatello, Dan Hubbard and John Slaughter. John Beverly back in studio with you here on this Wednesday. Comes into Hess at the right block. Put it in, count the basket, and the foul to tie the game.
Yeah, great turnaround by Tate right there, and he can do that with Gage out of the ball game. So,
just as you say that, he gets up and goes and checks back in. So Onoveros back in, Kessler Vaughn back in as well. So we're tied at 17, and Hess can give the Indians their first lead of the game as he goes to try to complete the three-point play. And missed it. Missed his second free throw of the night, so we're even at 17. Bowie with the ball back up into the front court for the Thunder. Wants to drive, gets cut off by Hess. Bumped once, bumped twice. His shot is short. Into the game is Caden Larson for the Indians, and he grabs the rebound. Brings it back up into the front court on the run. Gets it to the three-point arc, gives it off to Harris. Back down low to Hess, and he's fouled again. Nope, offensive foul.
How could that been an offensive foul? He was in front of both of them, went straight up.
They called the offensive foul on Cruz Harris.
Oh, okay, I missed that one. Because Tate had the ball, shot the ball, but didn't go in. I'm sorry, my bad.
So Harris called for the offensive foul. That's the second against the Indians, and the first on Cruz as Bowie back up into the front court. Bowie, top of the key, give it back over to Vaughn. He launches a three. It's too long as the rebound inside, pulled down by Harris for the Indians. He gives it to Jones back up in the front court, and then he gets run into by Vaughn, and they're going to call it just out of bounds off of Vaughn instead of a foul.
And that was one of those fouls. The ball was out in front. They both reached up to bounce it. And I thought there could have been a foul, but they called it, let them play. Comes
into Hess. Jones has it in the right corner, dribbles it out of the corner, spin move inside the arc. He'll give it back to Harris. Harris now pulls up from the right side, pops it down to Hess, who goes up and around Onoveros and gets it down this time. Hess has 8. Preston leads by 2, 19-17. Just over a minute gone here in quarter number 2. Vaughn spins in the paint, looking for an angle to get a shot, throws it up at the basket, no good. Jones has the rebound. Drew, underhand pass up into the front court, comes to Harris, spin move once, spin move twice, back to Larson, that's no good, as the rebound pulled down by Zweigert, who's back into the game. Long throw up into the front court, as Larson got a hand on it and deflected it up into the cheerleaders over on the far side.
Yeah, that last possession down court was great athleticism by both teams. Yeah, it could have gone either way, but both teams playing their heart out right now.
Time out of the floor called by the Indians. This is the Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball. We'll be right back. Calling all cookie lovers. Crumble, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, has fresh new flavors weekly. Until Saturday, enjoy mouth-watering specialty flavors and warm chocolate chip cookies made fresh daily. Crumble is open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays, 8 a.m. to midnight on Friday and Saturday, and are closed on Sundays. Savor the flavors before they're gone. Order today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Pocatello has the ball out of the timeout as it comes to Ontiveros. Put it up and in. Easy layup as Ontiveros got lost away from Hess and able to tie the game back at 19.
Yeah, they set a good screen for him to spin and go like a pick and roll, and he was able to turn and go to the basket.
Larson to Harris out top, gives it to Jones in the right corner. Can't do anything with it, so Hess pops back outside of the arc, gets it there. Now comes over on the left side to Hess. Back down low as Hess has it. His little short jump shot is no good. Ontiveros has the rebound. They get it to Bowie back up in the front court. Bowie down the middle, runs over a man. Boy, you can call that one in Braille charging.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious. Larson had a great spot in there, or was it Hamlin? I couldn't tell which one won. Great spot. Bowie just bowled him over. I think he wanted to dunk it.
That's 5 team fouls against Pocatello here in the first half with 5:46 to play, tied at 19 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. So Preston takes Hess and Larson out of the game. So they're going to let Harris play in the middle against Ontiveros. As Hobbs jumps it down low to Lords, lost it, now gets it back in the paint, wants to go up, but Ontiveros is right there and then taps it out of bounds.
Yeah, Lords was trying to go up strong, but he was double teamed right there and really didn't have anywhere to go.
So they're looking up and seeing Ontiveros instead of just challenging him and trying to get him in foul trouble. As it comes all the way out top to Harris above the key. Gives it back to Jones. Jones comes around the screen set by Harris. Bowie pops out on him. Now comes back around the screen set by Harris again. At the left elbow, give it back outside to Hobbs for 3. Needs a bounce, won't get it. Larson up high, or I should say Lords to grab the rebound up high. Gets the ball back outside, into the paint, spins, goes underneath Ontiveros, lay it in.
Nice job by Lords to be able to spin move in underneath his defensive man.
Shot no good, down at the other end, picked up and put back in by Hales. It's good, and the foul.
Who they call that on?
I'm not sure. Let's see who they're going to call it on. They're going to call it on Lords. That'll be the first on Cade. And the third foul of the half against the Indians as we're tied again at 21. Tonight's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Homes, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Hale of the free throw line, his shot is short as we remain tied 21-21 as the Indians have the rebound and bring the ball back up into the front court. Under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Hobbs bounces it to Lords, who comes to get it at the right elbow. Now gives it back to Hobbs. Turnaround jumper. Needs a bounce, won't get it. As Lords is pushed to the floor by the Thunder. Ahead it comes to Vaughn. Missed the layup down low as Hobbs gets up the other end and he's fouled on the rebound.
Yeah, they're going to call that on
Hales.
Hales, yeah. That'll be his second, I believe.
It is his second. And it's also the 6th team foul against the Thunder, so the Indians will shoot free throws the rest of the way out here, the final 4.5 minutes of the half. So Hobbs will walk the ball up into the front court as Vaughn picks him up at the timeline. Hamlin has it on the angle right. Back in the right corner, he comes to Hobbs. Holds it there, goes baseline on Vaughn, now whips it back outside. Jones for 3, good. Yeah. Jones hits another triple. He's got 2, and Preston leads by 3, 24-21. Here comes Contreras back outside, back to Vaughn. His shot is no good, and Hess has the rebound for the Indians. Picked up there by Hobbs. 3:50 to play here in the first half. 24-21, Preston on top on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Hobbs driving, goes around Bowie. Nice move. Left-hand layup is in.
Yeah, great job by Hamlin to get his man out of position, defensive man, and an easy layup.
Here comes Bowie all the way, tries to again go up for another dunk, and this is going to be a block this time against Jones. Drew moved to the last possible second and got a block instead of the charge on Bowie.
Well, he did the one thing the coaches tell him not to. Don't leave your feet when they got somebody coming in at you. And Jones went up, tried to block the shot.
First one by Bowie is good. Bowie's got 9 here in the first half, averages right at 25 on the year. We mentioned in the pregame show, but he's already committed last year as a sophomore to play basketball at Boise State. Hurt his back over the summer, and because of that commitment to Boise State to play basketball, opted to not play football this year. Will he play next year? I kind of doubt it, quite honest with you, as his basketball future is much too valuable to waste on football.
Right.
Jones has it, free throw line extended right. Down into the right corner it goes to Hobbs. Preston still with a 3-point lead, 26-23. Three-pointer by Hobbs is an air ball. Tapped and saved on the floor by Contreras, who gives it back to Bowie into the front court. He'll pull up for a 3 and a tie. He hits it.
A nice little jumper outside.
We're even again at 26 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. 2:55 to play in the first half. Lords has it top of the key. Now goes to Hobbs in the right corner. Hess all the way up outside the arc to get the ball there. Gives it back to Hamlin. Tries to dump it down inside to Hess. He gets the ball knocked away from behind there by Vaughn. And then it's a scrum for it in the back court. And we got a timeout called by Pocatello, I believe. Yes. So Pokey calls a timeout with 2:38 left. Didn't want to lose possession of the ball in the backcourt as we're tied at 26.
Yeah, he was just about to roll out of bounds when he called timeout. The official gave it to him, even though the ball was halfway out. But
timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Remember, ladies, you can stop in for tops, bottoms, shoes, boots, and many accessories. It's Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in Preston.
105.5 FM KACH.
Hi, we're Braden and Brittany Smith with Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency.
We're Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jan Stone with Northern Title of Preston, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Bill Chambers from North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Larson. I'm with HK Auto, and we are Dayton Proud and Idaho Strong.
We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
So 2:38 to play here in the first half. We're tied again. We've been tied 4 times here in the first half as we're even again at 26 as Julian Bowie brings it up into the front court. Bowie gives it off to Vaughn. Vaughn takes it down into the right corner. Back to Bowie. Lost it. Hess able to pick it up as he taps it forward. Takes his dribble, uses it up, so he has to give it back to Jones in the backcourt. Jones looking over to Pops over at the bench to get the play as he gets across the timeline. Comes around the screen set by Lords. Top of the key. Jones holds it there. Left side to Hobbs. Back down low as it comes to Hess. Gets Ontiveros up off his feet and able to put it back in as Preston again takes the lead at 28-26. Here comes Vaughn driving down the left side. Goes up off the glass. No. Ontiveros had it, lost it, and Hobbs able to come away with it down low under the paint. As it gets up into the front court, back to Jones. In the corner, Hamlin, another 3. It's might have been tipped a little bit by Bowie on the way as it went off the top of the backboard. As that's picked up there by Ontiveros, and he loses it out of bounds.
yeah, that was almost touched by Will, but he pulled his hand back just in time before the ball went out. The official caught it. Great call by the official.
Logan Rogers into the game here for Pocatello. As Preston has the ball in the front court. Right corner, it comes to Hamlin. Hess pops out. He'll pop from just inside the arc and hit it. Wow.
Hey, we'll take it.
Big man
nice
filling it up.
Outside shot.
He's got a dozen, and Preston leads by 4 again. It's 30-26. Minute 20 to play here in the first half. Bowie again goes up, lays it off to Ontiveros, who gets the layup. Ontiveros has 8, and it's a 30-28 game. Here comes Hobb, backs to Hess. Hess has it partially blocked by Ontiveros, who takes it out of midair. Gives it off as it comes back to Swigert, back up in the front court. Drives the lane, throws it off in the corner. Back outside, back to Contreras. He can't get the shot. They'll work it back to Bowie again at the top of the key. He'll rise for 3, too long, and it's off, played there by Jones. Jones. Rogers reaches in from behind to try to knock it away. Jones gets away from him, throws up the 3. That's no good. As tapped around, and rebound comes to Hobbs for the Indian. Back outside as it comes to Hamlin. Pulls up, 14-footer, good. Hamlin has 8 here in the first half, and Preston's lead is 4 again at 32-28 with 25 seconds to play here in the half. Shot clock is off as the Thunder have the ball. Swaggart, top of the key. He'll rise from 15. Will not go down, but he's fouled.
I believe that's going to go on Lords.
And it will. That'll be 2 on Cade. And 5 here against the Indians in the first half with only 19 seconds left. So that really is immaterial at this point. So here's Mason Swaggart at the free throw line. First one is no good. Tonight's game brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. All right, you want to test your spelling ability? Spell Swaggart. It's Zweigart.
It's Zweigart.
It's
Zweigart.
It's triple word score if you're playing Yahtzee. As the free throw is no good. Harris had the rebound. Preston leads by 4. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go here in the half. Hobbs gets it to Harris, top of the key. Turns with 5. Spins inside with 4. With 3. Ontiveros overruns the play as the shot was no good. And the putback by Hess also crawled out just at the last possible moments.
That was a beautiful attempt by Cruz as he went underneath, did a reverse layup, and then Hess, who was it that got his rebound?
Harris.
Harris.
Yes, Hess.
Hess couldn't get it back into the basket. Great job there by the Indians.
So 32-28 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard as we go to the halftime break. Halftime brought to you by Level 10 Life. This is a Bailey Beckstead presentation of Preston Indian basketball on KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And welcome back. We're at halftime here in Pocatello at the pit as the Preston Indians lead 32-28. And your halftime activities brought to you by Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their coaching sessions. Find out more at level10lifecoach.com. John, the Preston Indians came out. They fell behind early, maybe looked a little bit nervous, but then settled down halfway through the first quarter and lead by 4 at the halftime break.
Yeah, once they got over their slowness and started shooting, they started real well. And then Pocatello went a little bit cold in the second quarter. And so where the Indians outscored them by 6 in the second quarter, very good, but we're up by 4, so we had a good third quarter.
Ontiveros blocked 4 shots early in the first quarter. I think Preston kind of figured out how to get the ball around him a little bit to where he wasn't going to be such an effect in the game.
And he does. When he goes up and he blocks a shot, he's got a long stretch. He's very good at blocking the shots, but he leaves his feet. And so they realize that if they fake it and go around him, they can get him off balance and up underneath it. So
Hess had a couple of those shots of his blocked early on, but he finished the first half with a dozen.
Yeah, that was good. Hess did a great job in getting in and around him. Cruz, and the thing of it is, I'm impressed with the rebounding that the Indians are doing in the first half. Mm-hmm. Cruz Harris and Cade Larson both came down some very important rebounds and did a great job underneath.
So Preston leads 32-28 as we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll look at the first half stats. It's brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, as we'll check the stats coming up. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, let's take a look at the first half stats brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today at 208-852-2364. Or stop by their office at 33 South 1st East in Preston. For the Pocatello Thunder, Julian Bowie finishes the first half with 13 points overall. Crew Hales had 2 points for Kessler Vaughn and 3 points for Parker Smith, and Gage Ontiveros, the 6'10 junior, finished the first half with 8. For the Preston Indians, it was Cam Hobbs who had 2 for Cruz Harris, 7 points in the first half for Drew Jones, 8 points for Will Hamlin. Cade Lords had 2 and 12 for Tate Hess. 32-28 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Pocatello beat Preston in all of their meetings last year, John. They beat them 3 times overall. And, of course, Pocatello went on to play in the championship game at the state before bowing out there against Hillcrest, the eventual state champions. But this is still a very good team.
Yes, it's a very good team. And if by chance the Indians can't get past them in district and tournament or district play, and we don't make it to state, I think Pocatello has a very good chance of taking on. The only one I see standing in their way is Hillcrest.
Yep, absolutely.
But that'll be the same for the Indians. If we make it to state, Hillcrest is going to be an emphasis.
Absolutely. Hillcrest is going to be in whoever's way as the defending state champions. Stokes Market True Value brings you tonight's game with the freshest meat and produce in Preston and throughout the Cache Valley. Stokes Market, on State Street in downtown Preston. Second half coming up on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team production of Preston Indian Basketball. We'll be right back.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Is 25 points, but the thing of it is we got to keep the rest of the team under control too.
So here we go into the third quarters. Pocatello has the ball as it comes to Bowie. Hess pops way out. Bowie's going to drive around him and lay it in.
Yeah, that was too easy for Bowie right there.
Yeah, that's a little bit too dangerous, and Hess pops that far out and leaves the basket unguarded. 32-30, Preston on top as it comes into Hess. Turns and faces up on Ontiveros. Now wants to back him in. Gets him up in the air. Nice job. And Hess able to that drop step, get the basket.
That's what I'm saying. Get him up off his feet. And he spins around him and he can get right to the basket.
Bowie pull up for two. That's no good from the right side. And Jones has the rebound there for the Indians. They'll push back up into the front court. Jones down the right side. Stops. Free throw line extended. Looks to give it inside. Back to Hess. Hess wants to turn and face up on Ontiveros again. Instead, gets it outside to Lord. Spins, goes around Bowie. Off the glass. Bounce, no. Hess goes up, but he's fouled from behind.
That's going to be on Ontiveros, which he did. He come up over the back and to block the shot of Lord's or Hess.
That's the first on Gage Ontiveros. And first foul here in the second half against Pocatello as well. And Tate Hess will go to the free throw line, who missed all of his attempts in the first half, and this one wanted to spin out, but finally fell in.
Yeah, we were trying to buy that one.
Tonight's game brought to you by Les Schwab Tire, your one stop for brakes, tires, alignment, and more. Find them in North Logan at 1986.
That's good.
North Main Street as Hess makes them both. Biggest lead of the game for the Indians at 6, 36-30. Smith has it. Gives it to Bowie, free throw line extended left. Ontiveros pops up to the elbow left, gives it off there to Vaughn. Vaughn wants to bring it back up to the top of the key, stumbles. Now they get it back down inside to Ontiveros. He's double teamed. Push shot is blocked by Hess and a foul by Hess.
Yeah, they're going to call that one on Hess. I don't agree. Of course, I never do. I'm partial. But
that's the first on the Preston big man. As it'll send Ontiveros to the free throw line. As the first one is no good. Ontiveros was a transfer from Burley. Boy, the Bobcats have to be kicking themselves to having him get away.
Yeah, he would have been a great addition. He's a great addition to this one.
Second free throw is good. He's got 9. And the Preston lead is 5, 36-31 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Back up into the front court. It's Hobbs to Jones in the right corner. One bounce dribble. Now he'll get it out of there as he'll come and face up on Vaughn. Bring it back to the top of the key. Comes to Hamlin on the angle left. Back down inside. Now back to Hess again. He'll turn. Ontiveros gets a piece of it. They grab it out of midair. Over in the left corner to Jones for 3 is good.
Great rebound by Will to get that ball to Jones for the 3.
Jones has got 11, and Preston's lead is 8, 39-31. Bowie lays it off. Smith thought about the 3, instead will drive, tries to lay it off to Ontiveros, and the Indians take it away as Lords ends up with it. Now Cave wants to push it back up into the front court. Gets it down on the block. Skips it across the baseline. Down low as it went to Hess. Hess gave it off to Hobbs, who now kicks it back in the corner to Hamlin. And a foul against Pocatello.
That's going to go on Vaughn.
And it will be indeed against Vaughn. That'll be his first. And 2 against Pocatello. Preston's ball, baseline front court. Hobbs holding. Finally gets it into Lords in the right corner. Gets it back to Jones. Tries to drive. Shoots over Ontiveros. Needs a bounce. Won't get it. Ball's loose underneath. Hobbs puts it back up. Hits it off the bottom of the rim. Pulled out by Vaughn. Here comes Vaughn back up to the front court. Gives it to Bowie. He'll pull up for a 3. Good. He's just running by himself, and doesn't matter where he's at, he'll shoot it.
Yeah. As soon as he's fronted, he goes up, puts that up shot. Great shooter.
Absolutely. 39-34. Preston's lead back down to 5 again. Lords has it in the front court. Has it. Bounces it to the top of the key. That's where Hess comes out to meet the pass. Tries to hand it to Hobbs, but Vaughn is right there to make himself in trouble. And as Hess put the ball on the floor, must have hit a big live spot and bounced way up over his head, and it's a carryover.
Yeah, Benny Carlson right there to make the call. That was a good call.
Absolutely. So here comes Bowie again quickly the other way. It's tapped away from behind. He lost it. Lords picks up to Karam underneath the basket. Come back the other way. Back to Hess. And we got to travel against Hess.
I don't know. Okay.
Started to throw the pass and decided, nope, I'll keep it instead. It certainly looked like he was in the proper number of steps to me, but they call it a traveling violation. Halfway through quarter number 3, 39-35. Preston leads by 5, or 4 rather, as it comes back to Vaughn. Finds himself in the paint, kick it back outside. Smith wants to drive and throws it up off the bottom of the backboard. They're going to call a blocking foul, and I think this is going on Hess, and it will. So Hess whistled for his second foul as he got just a little bit of the body of Parker Smith trying to go to the free throw line. Now, as he's trying to go to the basket and wasn't able to connect, so he goes to the free throw line to shoot a couple. His first free throw is good to make it 39-35. This quarter of the game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in at 17 South State Street where you'll be treated like a friend. They have everything you need to keep your car or truck running strong. Smith with the second free throw. Makes them both. So he trims a pair off the Indian lead, and it's down to 3 at 39-36 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard as it comes to Jones in the front court. Jones with Vaughn out on him will come down the right side. Looks to get it inside. Instead, he'll drop it down on the block as it comes there to Hess. Hess wants to turn inside, stumbles, gets it to Hobbs. Reverse layup is good with Ontiveros sitting on the bench.
Nice assist by
Hobbs with 4. Assist goes to Hess as it comes to Vaughn. Vaughn kick it back to Hales. Lob it inside to Bowie. Receives the pass down on the paint, able to put it up and in.
Yeah, an easy bucket for Bowie. He just jumps and lifts it up over the rim.
Yeah, he is really an artist in the air.
He is.
41-38. Preston's lead is 3 as it comes to Lords at the free throw line. Lords looking to give it off to somebody. Gives it back to Hobbs, who now wants to drive. Zweigert out on him. We'll give it back to Hess. Hess down low, put it up and in. Boy, there's no competition down there for Zweigert trying to guard Hess.
Yeah, with Ontiveros out on the other side. So And now he's off the floor, right?
Yeah, as it comes again to Zweigert, turns, doesn't shoot. Outside, Vaughn for three, no good. Tapped once, Parker Smith has the rebound there. Give it back to Bowie, scoop shot off the glass, no good, but he's fouled.
I thought Lords was standing there straight up, doing good, and Bowie kind of did a twist around him, and they called the block on Lords.
Yeah, they said he slid over at the last minute. Cade obviously doesn't agree, nor does Jones, as Bowie will go to the free throw line. Bowie's first is good. He's got 21 here in the game already, and it's 43-39 as Lords and Hamlin come out. Harris and Larson back into the game here for the Indians.
See if they can keep their rhythm going. They did well in the second quarter.
Bowie makes them both, and it's back to a three-point Preston lead again at 43-40. Under 3 minutes to play here in the third. Hobbs takes it over onto the angle left. He'll hold it there. Down inside, Harris, nobody around him. Easy layup.
That's one of the things that impresses me about Cruz Harris is he is quick and he can get to that open spot. Makes it look so easy.
Here comes Bowie, pull up from about 12, that's no good, and Harris gets whacked across the head, and they'll give the ball to the Indians instead of calling a foul on Ontiveros.
Yeah, we at least got the ball back, but yeah, I thought he smacked Harris right upside the head.
So here comes Jones back up into the front court for the Indians. Drew, top of the key, Ontiveros pops out on him, so they get it over to Larson. Larson wants to drive, stops at the free throw line, gives it off to Hess. Hess now driving, spinning, goes around Ontiveros and put it in.
Beautiful move by Hess. He just took control of Ontiveros right there.
Hess has 20 as Hales has it in the front court and dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds. Preston's lead is 7, 47-40 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. And we got subs in as Vaughn's going to come back in. Zweigert's going to go back to the bench for Pocatello. 2:08 to play here in quarter number 3. Jones brings the ball back up court as Vaughn will meet him at the midcourt stripe. Into the front court, he comes around the screen set by Larson. Jones pulls up, looks at the three, good again!
Nice jumper, that's his 4th three for the night.
And timeout called by Pocatello, 1:49 to play in the quarter. Preston leads by 10, 50-40 on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball.
That's the kind of Indian basketball we like to see right there. Doing a great job.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com. KACH.
Well, coming up tomorrow night, we'll be in Soda Springs for the girls. Lady Indians going up against the Soda Springs Cardinals. Crumble Cookie pregame show is at 7. Tip-off at 7:30 tomorrow night from Soda.
And we saw them play Soda last time, and Soda just looked absolutely terrific, but Soda has lost 3 games already since then. So it's like they had their first, started out really well. So
Preston leads by 10 with 1:47 to play in the third. As it comes to Bowie, the student section trying to raise the noise level. Give it to Hales, back across the top of the key as it comes to Ontiveros. Back to Bowie. Try to get it back to Ontiveros. Now he does, down on the right block for the layup.
Yeah, Ontiveros in the right spot at the right time from Bowie. Nice pass, nice assist.
50-42 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Jones, free throw line extended right. Harris has it top of the key, gives it off to Hobbs now over on the left side. Wants to drive, back to Jones. Fakes the three, now gets it inside to Harris. Harris back to Hess, lay it up and in as he got away from Ontiveros again. Hess has 22. into the front court. Down low, back to Ontiveros. Spins, turns on Hess. Left-handed, gets that one to fall for him. The two big men now going back and forth.
Yeah, they're both playing their positions well on offense, and the defense is playing hard not to foul.
Larson bounce it down low on the block, back to Hess. Backs in again on Ontiveros. Put it up, bounces once, twice, and falls in.
Nice roll for Tate.
Unofficially, I got Tate with 24, which would be a new season high for him. Vaughn in the paint, put it up and in. 54-46. Preston still leads by 8. Shot clock is off. 17 seconds to play in the quarter. Why do we have a shot clock?
I don't know.
Neither one of these teams ever uses it.
I know.
As the clock, game clock now down to 6. Hobbs comes back to Jones. Looks at a 3 from straight away. Needs a bounce, won't get it. As Jones went down to try to draw the foul, the officials weren't buying it as the third quarter comes to an end. 54-46 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. We go to the fourth. Preston leading by 8 on the Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian Basketball.
105.5 FM KACH.
Hi, we're Braden and Brittany Smith with Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency.
We're Preston proud and Idaho strong.
Hi, I'm Jan Stone with Northern Title of Preston, and we are Preston proud, Idaho strong.
Hi, I'm Bill Chambers from North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, and we are Preston proud and Idaho strong.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Larson. I'm with HK Auto, and we are Dayton proud and Idaho strong.
We're Preston proud, Idaho strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
All right, fourth quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Remember, you can stop in for one of their mouth-watering meat sandwiches at the lunchtime and pick up some of their great gourmet jerky or order it online at papajs.com. So fourth quarter, Preston leads it starting by 8, leading by 8, and they have the ball here to start the fourth as knocked away, and now diving to take it away was Hales. Gave it off as it goes to Smith. Smith all the way down, missed the layup. There's Bowie with the follow. Not sure why that wasn't a traveling violation down here when Hales slid across the floor.
He slid, but he didn't turn over. They don't mind him if they slide, but stay in their position and don't try to roll or stand up.
Vaughn to Harris, up top of the key. Down low it comes to Hess. Turns and faces up on Ontiveros. Now wants to turn around, and Vaughn knocks it away as it comes back to Bowie all the way. Lay it up and in. Foul before the shot, and the basket will count. As Bowie comes up hobbling, he landed awkwardly and looks like he turned an ankle. As he goes over and he's laying in the corners, he hobbled from underneath the basket all the way over to by the Pocatello bench without putting his left foot on the floor.
Yeah, that could be detrimental for Pocatello, for the Thunder. If he's gone out, he's probably going to walk it off. Yeah, he's going to try and walk it off.
As he gets back up and walks back toward the free throw line, the foul is on Hobbs, who gave him a pretty good shove on his way to the basket.
Yeah, that was... They stole the ball. Really not much more than Hobbs could do.
Bowie makes the basket for the three-point play. He has 25 in the game, which is just about his average, and now will come out and come over and see the trainer. So, quick points by the Thunder. Preston's lead is trimmed back down to 3 again at 54-51. As Vaughn guards the ball closely as Jones has it up into the front court. Coach Jones wants a timeout, and finally the officials see it and will call it. It'll be a 30. This timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in and check out their selections available in most sizes. Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. This is a Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian Basketball.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So Preston leads by 3. They have the ball after the timeout. As Preston now with 3 timeouts left. Pocatello just with 2 as Jones has it, top of the key. Vaughn out on him again as Pocatello has turned up the defensive intensity here to start the fourth quarter. Comes to Hess. Lords, top of the key. Looks to shoot, doesn't. Jones, open 3. Needs a bounce, won't get it. Hobbs has the rebound inside as reach in and a held ball. Boy, that was quick.
Yeah, he didn't even have a hold of the ball.
And the ball's going to go back over to Pocatello. Wow.
Ooh, there was a little favorable call right there for the Pocatello Indians. And they've held the Indians scoreless so far in the fourth quarter.
So here comes Bowie back into the game as he comes back up in the front court. Minute and a half gone here in the fourth. Comes outside to Ontiveros. Back to Bowie. Pulls up for a 3. Straight away good. And we're tied. Bowie with 28, and we're tied at 54. Our 5th tie of the game. Here comes Hobbs. Dribbling around Bowie. He tries to go around his defender down low, and that'll be a held ball, and that one's going to come back to Preston. Same guy called it.
Yep, yeah. I think it was kind of a makeup. He realized, going to call him quick. You got to call him quick on both sides.
So Hobbs will get it in. Brings it in out top to Hess, top of the key. He holds it there. Wants to drive. Goes back to Hobbs, who almost threw it out of bounds. Good job by Hobbs to keep it from going there. They get it back out top to Jones. 6 minutes to play here in regulation. Tied at 54. Hamlin looks at the 3. That's need to bank, won't get it. And Bowie able to chase it down in the right corner. He'll bring it back up into the front court. Bowie comes left, pulls up for a 3 of his own. Good again. Bowie now with 31 in the game, and timeout called by the Indians. 5:34 to go in the game. Preston now trails by 3, 57-54 on this Brady Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, John, the Thunder have outscored the Indians 11-0 here to start the fourth quarter.
Exactly, but good teams find a way to win, and this one can still go down either way.
Absolutely. 57-54. Full court pressure put on by the Thunder as the Indians bring it in backcourt. As they get it to Hobbs, and Cam will walk the dribble back up into the front court. It's become a shooting show for Julian Bowie. As the ball's knocked away, finds its way to Hobbs anyway. Wants to drive, gets cut off. Now back to Jones over on the left side. They'll give it back to Hobbs as Vaughn comes way out on him. Holds him there, and a foul.
Yeah.
That's a silly foul. He's 35 feet from the basket. There's no reason to hold him.
Right. Well, Vaughn has been playing him. I'll bet you Vaughn can tell you what kind of gum Drew is chewing, because he's been playing him really close. Really putting the pressure on him.
That's 2 on Vaughn as Hobbs gets it into Hess, gets the ball back, drives, skids to a stop, put it up, no, taps it, no. Ball still loose. Hobbs is able to get it back again. Outside as it comes to Lords, drives down the middle, lays it off to Hess, goes up, and he's fouled. What we got? Nope, travel.
Traveled. I kind of figured one of them would come down with a travel, but we just couldn't get control of the ball out where we could get a shot.
57-54. Preston still has not scored here in the fourth quarter, and we're almost halfway through it. Out top it comes to Smith. Back on the left side to Vaughn. Bounce it inside to Ontiveros. Dropped it, had to go get it. Now gets it back from Vaughn. Lay it up, missed the layup. Got a pretty good shot there from Hess as he went up. No call and no basket.
Pocatello fans wanted a foul there.
Hobbs into the front court for the Indians. He'll give it off to Hamlin. Out top it comes back to Jones. Jones will stop, slow things down, look back over at the bench. Now he wants to drive. Comes down the right side. Gets cut off by Bowie. Now back out top to Hamlin again. Hamlin can't get the shot. He'll give it back to Jones. Still 13 seconds left on the shot clock. As it comes to Hobbs, who takes a peek at the clock to make sure he's got time. With 7, wants to drive. Pulls up, kick it back outside in the corner. Back to Hamlin with 2, with 1. Blocked by Bowie, and it's out of bounds. As if they're going to say that Hamlin stepped out of bounds. And now Bowie comes off hobbling on the other foot this time.
Oh, he's hurting right now.
It's almost like he's got a cramp as the trainer is stretching out his calf. Still a 3-point Pocatello lead as they get the ball back. No shot on that play because Hamlin stepped out of bounds before he released the shot. Hales on the right side, holds it there. Comes back to Smith, top of the key. Now back to Vaughn. Vaughn wants to drive, gets cut off by Jones, gets down low as he gets down, throws it inside, and a foul inside.
They missed a traveling call underneath. Vaughn traveled, took about 3 steps to get to the basket before he passed it.
Hales is going to go to the free throw line. The foul was on Hess. It's his 3rd. And 5 on the Indians as a team. 3.5 to play. Preston still has not scored here in the fourth quarter as Crew Hales makes the free throw. He has just 3 in the game. Tonight's game brought to you by Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. Here's Hales back at the free throw line again. Trying to extend the Pocatello lead. Needs a bounce, won't get it. And a foul on the reach-in by Zweigert as tried to reach in to grab the rebound. And that'll be a second foul on Mason Zweigert. And 4 now on Pocatello. 58-54. Preston trails by 4. Comes to Hamlin on the left side, now in the left corner. Back down low to Hess. And that's going to be a reach-in foul on Vaughn.
Yeah, Vaughn, he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar that time. Tried to stop Hess from going up to the basket.
Tried to come along and blindside him and take the ball away. He gets called for the foul. So that's 5 fouls on each side now with 3:24 to play as they get it into Hess. Wants to back in on Ontiveros. Turns in the paint. Bounce it down low to Hobbs. Bad pass. However, it makes its way back out to Hamlin for 3. Short as it's going to bounce off in the corner and Harris can't get to it. And still, Preston has not scored here in the fourth quarter. Some 4 minutes and 49 seconds into the quarter.
Yeah, it's been tough to get a shot. Pocatello's playing an excellent defense. They're really packing it in and going for the rebounds.
Hamlin back is off as Lords comes back onto the floor, and a timeout called here by Pocatello. 3:05 to play. Pokey up by 4, 58-54. We'll be right back here to Pocatello right after this.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, here's where we're at. 3:05 remaining in regulation. Pocatello is up by 4, 58-54. Each team with 5 team fouls. Pocatello has 1 timeout remaining. Preston has 2. Foul trouble for the Indians. Hess has 3. Lords has 3 for Pocatello. Nobody really in foul trouble except Kessler Vaughn, who has 3. Bowie, who left with a cramp in his right calf, has not come back onto the floor. In fact, the trainer's still working on him down there at the end of the court. As it bounces into Ontiveros, turnaround jumper is good. Ontiveros has 15 in the game, and the lead is 6 now for Pocatello. And Preston is still not scored here in the fourth quarter, as that's going to be poked away by Vaughn and knocked out of bounds.
I thought they should have called a foul there on Vaughn. He shouldered Drew right out of position there.
Hess has the inbound pass, comes back to Jones in the right corner. Now back down on the right block to Hess. Turns inside, goes around Ontiveros, gets the layup. Hess with 26 in the game. Preston's first 2 points of the second half, and it's still a 4-point lead here for Pocatello. Hales has it on the angle right. Comes back across the top of the key. Zweigert has it there. Now back outside, all the way outside to Vaughn, top of the key. Wants to drive, kick it off in the corner. Zweigert doesn't take the shot, drives down low to Ontiveros, who puts it in.
Yeah, they're going to try and stretch our defense out as far as they can and watch for Ontiveros to break into the center just like that last play.
62-56, under 2 minutes to play. Hobbs outside to Jones, holds it there. Inside it comes to Hess in the paint. Hess gets fouled inside as Ontiveros came over. I thought he had ball, but the officials say no, it was a foul. That's 2 on Ontiveros and 6 on Pocatello as a team. So here's Tate Hess to the free throw line where he has struggled tonight. First free throw, no good.
We need to score with that clock stopped in this position right now, especially if we get a chance to go to the foul line. These are important foul shots.
6-point lead. Hess back to the line again. Second free throw is good. Hess now with 27 in the game. Pocatello gets it in. Here comes Vaughn up into the front court. Driving all the way. Runs over Jones. They're going to call a block on Jones. They most certainly are. So that'll be 6 fouls on each team now and 2 on Drew Jones. And it's going to send Kessler Vaughn to the free throw line.
Yeah, I disagree with that. Jones he might have been going backwards, but Vaughn put a shoulder or an arm up into Drew's chest and knocked him backwards.
If Vaughn makes these, he can make it a 3-possession game, and the first one is good. He only has 5 points in the game, believe it or not.
Right.
As Zweigert goes back to the bench. Julian Bowie back onto the floor with 1:40 to play, and the second free throw here is good. So Vaughn makes it a 7-point game, a 3-possession game at 64-57. Jones gets into the front court with 1:30 to play. Gives it off to Hobbs. Wants to drive down the middle. Has it blocked by Ontiveros, but it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that's Ontiveros is definitely playing his key role in there and keeping this from getting them layups. But Vaughn playing deep on Drew, not letting him get his 3-point shot off.
Inside, Lords gets fouled, but no basket. As the foul is going to go on Vaughn, that's going to be 4 on him. That's 17 fouls now against Pocatello as well. So Preston has the possibility of shooting 1-and-1 should they get fouled, as Cade Lords goes to the free throw line for the first time tonight, and that one rattles out.
Yeah, it took the whole rim, but it spun right out. Had the English going the wrong way.
Tough free throw shooting night against Blackfoot, and it carries over to tonight so far as well, as Lords will try the second. Second one is short, and Ontiveros has the rebound as he missed them both. It's still a 7-point game with 1:20 to play.
Bowie back in the court.
Preston's only scored 3 points in the quarter as Hobbs takes it away from Bowie. Bowie's not moving real well.
No, he's not, and they're going to take advantage of that.
Hobbs comes around the screen, set there by Hess, now gives it to Hess, top of the key. Wants to back in on Ontiveros, slipped, and Ontiveros gets the block and makes it look good. But the fact of the matter is that Hess slipped and lost all his momentum.
Right.
As Hamlin's going to come back in, as Lords will go back to the bench. 1:01 to play, still a 7-point game. They've outscored the Indians 18-3 in the quarter. The inbounds pass is taken away as Ontiveros got a hand on it. Bowie took it away. Less than a minute to play in the game. As Vaughn will take his time walking the ball up into the front court. Vaughn gives it off to Hales. Now gives it back to Vaughn. They're going to use up the entire shot clock here. It's down to 20.
That's their game plan right now is let's just hold the ball as long as we can.
About a 20-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock as Vaughn runs through the key and brings it all the way back outside, back to Bowie. Way out near the timeline with 6, with 5, with 4. Bowie driving, loses the ball, and they're going to say Preston touched it. So that's going to turn off the shot clock, and they don't have to shoot with 24 seconds left in the game.
No, they do because it doesn't reset. The shot clock should not reset because it didn't go to the rim. So,
as that's what Jones is saying, that they turned the shot clock off, and it shouldn't.
It should be too. That is correct, but I thought the ball came off of Bowie's foot.
So they're going to put 2 seconds on the shot clock. It's really academic because Preston trails by 7 with only 24 seconds left in the game as this comes in. Smith with a long 3, no good. Rebound is off to Harris. 20 seconds to play in the game. They got to hurry, get up into the front court. Hamlin 3 from the corner. Good! And timeout taken by Jones. That makes it 57-64. It's down to a 7-point game. Preston needs to foul and hope they miss free throws. Now, wait a minute. They just changed the scoreboard again. Now they have 64-60 on the scoreboard. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, so it's a 4-point game. We'll keep it here with 12 seconds left. Actually, they put 13 on the game clock. So they put a 1 second back on the clock, 4-point game. One timeout left for each team. Each team is in the bonus situation, so they'll shoot free throws at every whistle. Preston comes back on the floor with Hess, Jones, Hamlin, Hobbs, and Harris. Stay tuned for the postgame show, brought to you by Ralph's Construction, coming up as soon as this one's over. As apparently Preston didn't know it was a full timeout, as Pocatello still sitting on the bench with their players. As they will come back out on the floor here. Looks like it'll be Vaughn, Bowie, Ontiveros, Smith, and Hales. Basically their starting 5. So Hales will bring it in the backcourt, confirming with the officials that he can run the baseline, which he can, after the made basket, as they'll get it into Bowie. Bowie is immediately fouled in the back on a push by Harris, as 1 second ran off the clock.
That's going to go on Jones.
They're going to call it on Jones. It was Harris that pushed him, but they call it on Jones.
Yeah.
So 12 seconds left, and Bowie back to the free throw line. And still a 2-possession game, as the first one is no good. He missed the front end of the 1-and-1, and a foul in the backcourt. The foul was on Ontiveros, and it's going to send Hess to the free throw line with only 2 seconds that ticked off the clock. So Ontiveros draws his third, and no bigger free throws in his senior year than Tate Hess as he goes to the free throw line right now.
Yeah, these are big. We need him with the clock stop.
He has 27 in the game, which was a new season high for him, and the first one is short, and it's pulled down by Hales in the backcourt, and they have to foul Bowie again, as Preston, with their bad free throw shooting tonight, literally shoots themselves in the foot.
Yeah. A few more made shots at the foul line would have helped us out. Would have put at least a tie right now.
So a 4-point game.
And Bowie is 4 for 5 on the free throw shoots of what I've got.
First one is good to make it 65-60. I've got Bowie with 32.
That could be true. I haven't added them up, but I'm just saying free throws. I think I've got him for 5.
So 7 seconds left. It's still going to be a 2-possession game, whether he makes it or not. He missed it as Hess has it in the backcourt with 5, with 4. Quickly, Jones forces up a 3. No good as Bowie has the rebound and the game ends.
A great game, though.
Well, Preston had a nice lead going into the fourth quarter, but in the fourth quarter they scored only 6 points.
Yep.
They led going to the fourth, 54-46, and they end up coming up losing the game, 65-60 the final, as Pocatello improves to 13-0 on the year. Preston is now 11-4 overall on the season. So Preston comes up just a few points short tonight here in the pit, and Pocatello has now beaten the Indians 4 straight times going back to last year. Stay tuned. The postgame show is coming up on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball. Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires. Stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now stay tuned for the Rouse Construction postgame show, coming up next.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Well, welcome back here to the postgame show from the pit in Pocatello. You know what? You couldn't have asked for a much better game, except for the Indians when they kind of ran into a wall in the fourth quarter as they get outscored in the fourth quarter by Pocatello 19-6 as Pokey comes back for the 5-point win, winning it tonight by the final score of 65-60, John. But you couldn't ask for much better of a game.
No, it's really good, and like I mentioned earlier, a good team will find a way to win. What we did is we just got off to a bad start in the fourth quarter, and Entreveras, it was an offense-defensive against us. Entreveras played great defense, blocked a number of shots, and then Bowie did what he does with 6, 10, 12 points in the fourth quarter.
Man,
So,
yeah, 12 points in the fourth quarter. Basically, after he looked like he had twisted his left ankle, came back on, made a great defensive play, and then hobbled off again with cramps in his right calf. The trainer able to stretch him back out and get him back on the floor. And like you said, with 12 points in the fourth quarter, really ended up being the difference in the game.
It really is. And, but that's the thing, I mean, we can always go back, coulda, shoulda, woulda, but it's going to come out to that's why they play the game. I think when we get Pocatello in Preston, this next time we're going to have learned something about them now, and we know what we have to do. And I give game owners, as far as Preston goes, to Tate Hess. He played terrific, both defensively and offensively. Made some great moves on Entreveras, and I think he just played an excellent game.
For Hess, a new season high as he finished with 27. It's his 11th game in double figures so far this year. I'm not sure how many rebounds he had. He could very easily have his third double-double of the year as well.
Yeah, I started counting rebounds, but then they went too fast. I couldn't get rebounds on my score sheet.
Drew Jones shot the ball well from the outside. He finished with 14 on my sheet.
Yeah, and he did. He shot it when he could get an open shot. But I have to credit Vaughn against Drew. Like I say, he knows what kind of gum he was chewing because he played a tight defense on him. Great defense by Vaughn.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Gage Onaveros, as we mentioned, the big 6'10 center, he finished with 18. But the guy we talked about right from the top of the show, Julian Bowie, finished unofficially on our sheets with 32 points tonight in the game.
And that's what I had him for, too, was 32 points. And, he's outstanding. When he was warming up, I saw that he's wearing one Boise State sneaker and one white sneaker. And so I think he's trying to promote that he is going to Boise State. But, they're going to get a good ball player.
Absolutely.
He's a very good ball player, and I don't hold anything against him. He deserves what he got.
Yeah, and they already got one very good ball player from this area. They got Jace Whiting, who played at Burley for the former coach, and now the son of the ladies coach at BYU,
right?
Amanda Whiting. As they have a very good combination there for years to come coming up over at Boise State.
Yeah, and when they played Utah State, Whiting really showed his ability there in that game too against Utah State.
Yes, he did. Absolutely.
It was a great game.
Final score 65-60. We'll come back. We'll check the stats as we continue on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on KACH and mylocalradio.com. This is the Ralph's Construction postgame show. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, let's take a look at the stat sheet for tonight. Our final stats brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency at 208-852-2364 or stop by the office at 33 South 1st East in Preston. For the Preston Indians tonight, it was Cam Hobbs who finished the game with only 4 points. Cam Harris also had only 4 points in the game. Drew Jones finished with 14. Will Hamlin shot pretty well tonight. He finished the game with 11. Cade Lords had only 2, and a new season high tonight for Tate Hess as he finished with 27 points. He's now had 10 or more points now in 11 games this year. For the Pocatello Thunder, Julian Bowie, their sharpshooter, finishes the game with a game-high 32 points. Crew Hale finished with 3. 6 points tonight for Kessler Vaughn. Parker Smith finished with 5. And Gage Onoveros, the big man down inside, he had 18 points tonight for the Pocatello Thunder, who win it by 5, 65-60 over the Preston Indians, as Pocatello is now 13-0 on the year, 2-0 in conference play. Preston falls to 11-4 now on the year, and they fall to 0-1 in conference play.
Yeah, tough night. A good night for both teams, really. I thought both teams showed some excellent composure and did a great job, both offense and defensively. One's going to win it. Pocatello beat them by 4 points. They were 4 points better than the Indians tonight.
Yep. So 65-60 to final, a 5-point game. As we'll come back, have some final thoughts and wrap it up from here at the pit in Pocatello right after this.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So 65-60 the final here at the pit in Pocatello as the Thunder beat the Indians for the 4th time in a row, John. Let me throw this out to you here. the 3 games last year that Pocatello beat the Indians in all 3 games last season, the average margin of victory in those 3 games was 8.6 points. Tonight, Preston loses by 5, and they've lost now 4 in a row to Pocatello.
Yeah, that's as a coach, you're probably thinking, that's not good that we didn't win those 5. But we're in every one of those games. They can go either way, and unfortunately, we got some real tough calls, both ways. We couldn't get the shot off in the fourth quarter. They held us down. They deserve to win.
Before we get out of here for the night, John, how about a final thought after tonight's game?
Well, if you, like I say, this is going to be a high-ticket game, even when it comes to Preston. Neither one of these teams is going to look through Century, but this is one tough region, a division, district, whatever you want to call it. And the Indians are still there. I mean, there's a very good chance that they can come back and win 2 more games, 3 more games.
If you want to look ahead on your calendar to see when Pocatello indeed is going to come to Preston Gym, mark it on your calendar. It'll be February 3rd, and that will be senior night. So that's when Pocatello will come to Preston Gym. So that will be quite a game indeed. Thank you, sir, for all your help tonight. Have enjoyed the game and enjoyed your company.
Happy to be here. It's fun to be with you, and it's fun to see good basketball.
Absolutely. So that's our next game for the Preston Indians comes up next Thursday, a week from tomorrow, when the Indians will welcome the Century Diamondbacks to Preston Gym. The Crumble Cookie pregame show gets started at 7 o'clock, and the tip-off slated for 7:30. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night when the Lady Indians go to Soda Springs to face the Cardinals. You'll be able to hear the game on mylocalradio.com and on KACH, starting with the Crumble Cookie pregame show again tomorrow night starting at 7 o'clock. Plus, we'll have a complete replay for you on KACH following the Westside game tomorrow night as well. So that'll wrap up our coverage for tonight. The executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. The associate producer is Cody Olson. Special thanks to our studio coordinator tonight, John Beverly, back at KACH. We'll remind you of the final score as Pocatello, with a big fourth quarter, beats the Indians. Final score 65-60. Until next time, for John Slaughter, I'm Dan Hubbard saying thanks for joining us on this Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team presentation of Preston Indian basketball on KACH and on mylocalradio.com. Until next time, good night from the pit here at Pocatello. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.